Feels good to see the world getting loose. Feels good to see the world getting loose. Right. I don't know about you, Sack Noel. I don't know about you, Phenom. I don't know about you, like Shadow. I don't know about you, but I feel good.
What's up, my Grovies? Back with another episode of that iGrow show. It's your boy TJ. And here we go again, baby. It's that time, Tuesday night, 7:30. Thanks for hanging out, all of you that can join me. Excellent. As you know, every week we give away a free prize. All you got to do is hang out, chime in, say what's up. I love hearing from you. I love talking to you guys. And here we learn a little bit more about growing and cultivation. So, guys, what's going on? We've got the holiday season coming up. Don't forget, make all your family some wonderful treats. Who doesn't love getting baked with the holidays? That's my favorite part about this whole thing. So, yeah, what we've got going on, check this. We actually were ready to harvest some of the strawberry lemonade we were doing. So we actually pulled some out and got it into our Canatrol box here. This unit is actually really cool from the last time we used it. I was super, super stoked on this thing. So, we've got some of the Mike Strawberry Lemonade in here from Exotic Mike, but I made a little post earlier on the gram. What's up, Tommy Shine? How you doing, brother? About this beauty right here. So, this is the Platinum Kush Breath. This is the clone. I didn't want to take that family far. I cut her off a little earlier. I'll tell you what. Let me catch the microscope or the zoom in camera real quick, just so we can get a little load of this baby. I just want to show you this thing here. Let's see. You see how frosty that thing is? Even its families grow frost. So, this one has been calling my name for about a week and a half, so it was just time. I had to take her. And oh my goodness, it smells so freaking amazing. The frost level on this is like no other. This one cola here probably weighs somewhere around, I don't know, maybe like 10 grams or so. Maybe even more. So, it was just a little side branch off this thing, but it is just so frosty. The rest of the baby comes down in just a couple more days. But this is also going to end up going in our Canatrol box. That's actually why I'm talking about this. So, what's up, guys? How you doing, Charlene, Jordan, Tracy? How you doing, girl? So, that was actually, let's bring it back around. So, we have this Canatrol box here. I got this when I was up at the Richmond Lucky Leaf Expo, which was a pretty cool expo. This box can dry your cannabis in about 4 to 5 days, has it fully cured in about 7, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember the exact dates, but it's like half the time of traditional dry and cure method. So, I picked it up to test it out, and I mean, holy crap, it worked amazing. And I mean, there are plenty of people who talk about, all these other techniques they can use. They can do it with a mini fridge, this, that, and the other. Kind of is just like a mini fridge with some hookups on it. I really don't know what the hookups do or understand the science behind it. But what I do know is this box over here over my shoulder is really, really cool and helpful to the whole cultivator. So you have your plants, you get ready to harvest them. When you take them down, you can only, like any harvest, there's an optimal time range for harvest. You wait too long to get them cut down, dry, trimmed, or wait, too early. Like there's going to be, some here and there. So the idea is to, with this box is you come straight from your plant, you give it a light trim, and then you load it up in here. So let's see if we can cut to this other camera right fast. Give you guys a look inside of here. So, fold this guy all the way open. So, alright. I have this set for the bottom tray. This here is just a wet sponge to keep the humidity at the right range for the unit. So, we have some of these buds here. And so you just do a quick little pre-trim on them. Right? Get off your major fan leaves. And then line them up in here. And that's pretty much all she wrote. So in here, it's only been going about 24 hours, but it's still nice and fresh and drying out really, really well. So while I'm here, what I'm going to do is Platinum Kush Breath. See you in about a week, baby. Alright. And I'm not letting that frosty fan leaf go to waste, because eventually that'll get washed. But so this box has varying height shelves inside of it. All you do is you plug it in and literally hit start. it goes through its cycle on their little screen here. It's got a dry cycle. It tells you how it starts off. I believe it's 4 days or 3 days in dry, and then goes to a cure cycle. But basically, after about 4 or 5 days, you could actually smoke it. Is it the best? Nah, you got to give it the rest of the time. You need to get some cure on it. But these buds come out of here just so perfect still. Just very, very much the proper consistency, proper. I can't express the. When I think of the perfect flower, it's got a certain amount of, it's dry, but there's still that bounce to it, and this box definitely helps keep all of that wonderful stuff in check. So, it's only about $1,500, and I say only. It's not exactly in everybody's price range, but if you happen to have the ability to afford it, I would say the average home grower, grab you one of these things. These things are sick as hell. So, let's get back to it. All right, so. Guys, I am smoking on this Brandywine. This Brandywine is going to be tonight's prize. So, let's talk a little bit about Brandywine real quick. It is definitely a more indica dominant side flower. We've got the close-up cam over here. We've got a microscope view for you so you can see what it is that we are talking about. It's got a little bit deeper of a color on it. It's just darker hue into it. This was done indoors. It's done really, really well. It has a terpene profile of like a red wine sort of smoke. And I reserve this one for very much the end of day. This is not, I'm going to start my morning off right, bright-eyed and bushy. I'll tell you what. So, if during the program you notice I'm getting a little sleepy or I'm a little extra, you can thank the Brandywine for that one because it slumps me every time. So this is a mix of the Brandywine with a little bit of cream from last week. But here shortly we'll get into taking some bong hits on here. We got the ultra close-up so we can see these trichomes on here. I don't know if we got that view yet, but as you can see, the heavy amber. It's just a very, very deep, heady smoke. So definitely kicks everybody's ass that I've smoked it with. What's up, everybody? How you doing, Tracy? Kent? What's going on, Linda? How's everybody doing? Keith Baker, thank you for being with us. Ricky, good to see you, man. Dustin, as always, I love seeing your pictures up there, man. You always got some fire, homie. So, yeah. So, what we've got is, other than that, we've been treating our plants with the new product from Lawless Grow, which is called Plant Bodyguard. It's a Virginia alternative to some of the big brands, Athena, IPM, and like the Lost Coast and things like that. So far, so good. Again, just different fragrance. So, that's the real only notable difference I have is just the aroma of the product. Still, very, very good overall. My plants love it. It does the trick. Mitigates any, day-to-day pest soil problems that would come into your garden. At this point, we take care of all of our treatments as preventative maintenance. There is no issues. We just want to get ahead of the curve because I don't want to have them. So it's better to treat than get ahead than get behind. So products like this, I'm going to actually use in this room here that we will show you shortly, where we have our 3x3 going. So that is what we've been spraying in here to mitigate. So before we go into flower, we're definitely going to try and get anything treated before we go into flower. So anyway, as far as clones go, I just wanted to touch on that. The PKB, that beautiful, beautiful thing. Just wait, give it about, I don't know, I'm going to say approximately 2 weeks for the rest of it to show up, and we'll send out some free samples of that one as we usually do. We'll give some away on the show. Yeah. So, other than that, we're just, doing our thing. We've got a fresh shipment of the tarantula seeds coming back in. Those things flew off the shelves. They all came with freebies. So, I mean, shit, anything that came with an extra pack, it's like buy one, get one free. So, I was all about it. But anyway, the real big thing that's coming about, right? This is what I drew you guys all here today for. So, this Sunday, we're going to host our first annual TJ's Turkey Shoot. Guys, this is going to be a Nerf battle. Basically, I'm going to dress up in a giant freaking turkey costume, courtesy of Echoes in Time over there. My girl Tracy's got my back. So, we are going to get me dressed up in a turkey costume. I've got a Nerf gun. You guys are going to come out in different waves. We will have 3 different waves set up during that hour that we are out there. This isn't a long thing. This is just come hang out, have some fun. The reality is we're doing this for donations to go to a local animal animal. Fuck, what am I saying? That's next month is animals. This month is the local food bank. So one of the local food banks in town. We have. We're not going to talk about their name. Part of the agreement, but they are. We are going to collect some canned goods for them for this. So. You guys get free joints just for coming out and shooting at me with Nerf guns. It costs absolutely nothing to hang out. Bring a canned good. It's all going for a good cause. You get to shoot me for a little bit. We get to get high as all anything. And after the 3 waves, if you're still hanging out, I'm going to have a nice big one for us to all torch up and have some fun with afterwards. So, this particular game, I shoot back. So, I will be in a turkey costume, and I will have my Nerf gun as well. So, it'll be on. I get about a minute, 2-minute head start, and then you guys will have to try and find me through the roped-off wooded area that we're using for the games. It's going to be a lot of fun. So there'll be bullets available throughout the course for you to grab if you run out. I suggest bring your own Nerf gun and your own ammunition. So, again, you just bring your gun full. There'll be plenty of refills while you're out there for during playing the game. I just want to have a little bit of fun and definitely give back to the community that's helped us come this far and all of this. So, yeah, guys, come join me this weekend for that. I believe it is 2 to 3. I gotta check the flyer myself. Yeah, there it is, 2 to 3. So 2 to 3, you can come and shoot at me with Nerf guns. I'm gonna do a kid-friendly one a little bit earlier than that, but that was reserved. My kids and their friends kind of decided that they were gonna hunt me. So, I'm going to play with them in the morning, and then the afternoon I'm all you guys, and we'll have some fun too. So, that being the case, guys, I've showed off a nice little bit of this Platinum Kush breath. We got the Catatrol box going on. How about we jump in this tent real quick and see what we got going on? I got a chance. I got to go ahead and blast this thing off for a second. So... Let me get this swapped out. Sorry, banging dabs earlier as I was on my way. Not in the car. Just swapping them out for my my cartridges here. This is the Hamilton device, the PS1. I told you guys about it. I believe I showed you them not too long ago. Still one of my favorite things. So. 2 carts, 2 dabs. You have options. It comes with bowl pieces, or it comes, ready to go for carts. Put some water in the vertical chamber. Plug the carb hole. Monster way to hit cartridges. I swear I never had cartridges blast this strong until I started coming across these. And again, I got to thank my girl Tracy for that one. What's up, Brett? How you guys doing out there? My homie Nikos. So, if you are into carts or, a really good way to get a portable dab without carrying your whole Puffco peak. I got a special case we cut out to carry this with its top because this top doesn't exactly fit. But I'm plotting on another one, just a regular another one with a basic top, so this way I can put it back in the portable case and take it with me. Because, man, that thing makes some tasty dabs. But this right here is a great way. Like, sits in the cup holder in the car. Not that you should be smoking and driving. Just again, just so it stays where it's supposed to. That was all that comment was in reference to. Got those out of the way. Let me grab a bong hit of this, shit, man, the brandy wine. Fuck, I'm high. and then we'll jump in the tent and we'll show you how this scrogging has been going. So, back to the cocoa bags, back to my original system. Everything has been working like a champ again. We have got them fed back on the right nutrient ratios to get them back into peak health, and you will see how much perkier they look now than they did the last time we were all hanging out and we took a look inside of there. So, myself if I finish off this one. All right, guys. Check out these wonderful people over at Echoes of Time, your local costume shop in Virginia Beach, and when we come back, we'll be in the tent.
Echoes of Time, Costumes and Vintage Clothing is located at 600 North Witch Duck Road, Suite 102 in Virginia Beach.
All right, guys, and we are back. You know what time it is. It's 10 time with TJ, growing with Green Thumb, baby. So, as you can see from the last time, these guys have perked up immensely. The Super Skunk back here is I mean, just filling out so lushly. We've had the light just the same height. I probably cranked it up maybe 3 or 4 inches. These plants are pushing this trellis up. I mean, you see the spring load here? Like, that's me pushing it down. That's how much these are pulled up. Right? So they're trying to reach now. We've done a good job training them all out. Basically, all the squares are filled with the one square that I have left over here. Basically, as I go to hit this flip, this is going to give this plant enough room to come over in here and catch. Now, next thing I'm going to do is add another layer of trellis right about this line, about 12 to 14 inches above this layer. All right, boom, right there. That's going to give all these tops the chance to grow up into that space. Once they do, I'm going to come back again, and we are going to do a heavy defoliation underneath. So at about day 21 from the flip, we'll come back in and we'll do the major defol. Then we'll have all of our sites set, and then we'll be ready to rock. This thing is a packed 4-plant screen of green, and you know, this will be a great way to see what these Mars Hydro lights can really do. We've used them before. We used them in the big 5x5 for last season's series that we had with the where we figured out which Black Cherry Punch Vino we were going to do. So this particular one is, you know, again, we were just playing around with some things, doing some other stuff with them just to see what we could do, and then they decided they were going to come live their life here. So, yeah, now we've got definitely full canopy, and at this point, this plant is still savable for clones. So, let's just say for, you know, you people who don't generally have a, you know, mother plant or something like that, at this point, any of these lower branches that you would take off here, you would then take, clip, and turn into another clone if you wanted at this point. So this way this can go into flower. This one never saw flower. Now you've got another generation of the same plant to make at a later date. It's a great thing about mother plants and cutting clones. So you can always cycle your clones from the plant you're about to flower, but then you'll just need a whole secondary space just to veg them during that other flower cycle. And the reality is they'll only be about 2 weeks behind that other round. So just, you know, things to think about when we do this. I like to think about scheduling. So as one round of plants is coming out, I'm already planning on the next round of plants going in. This way there's just a never-ending cycle. The lights are never off for more than the time it takes to swap out, sanitize, and go right back at it. With all that being considered, the only real adjustments we did here, we put those catch pans in because I noticed that the liner on this one, I just didn't have pans in it when we got started, so we got our pans back in. Our temperature has been a nice solid 74, 75 degrees. Humidity is right at 50%, so we can take our humidity up a little bit more if we wanted to. But honestly, they are doing just fine. Everybody looks super healthy. I mean, we have, you know, great, vigorous, healthy leaf growth. So it's, you know, definitely coming out exactly how we wanted it to this time. So, over the course of the next 21 days, 3 shows, you will see this thing turn from this canopy here into a hand-selected set of branches across this whole thing, held in by another trellis. So, yeah, next week we will have the trellis in place, and you'll see where it starts. And then once the other one is up here, we can actually watch how fast these things start growing. Because this phase of life, these things start taking off really, really quickly. So, yeah. Coco, like I said, with the feeding routine on these, we have been basically just feeding them when they dry back out. Typically we get one dry back a day on these larger pots. If we had our feeding system hooked up in here, we could basically have a fertilizer water reservoir, smaller containers triggered on a timer that would then feed the plants multiple times a day. With cocoa, you can do things like high frequency fertigation. Guys who do like rockwool will call it crop steering. It's also crop steering. It's basically same concept, just we do it in cocoa. We call it high frequency fertigation because you actually get to feed your plants multiple times throughout the day because the medium dries back out in between. That process actually gives you the biggest, craziest looking buds you can get. So these pots here, which are 1 gallon grow bags, they are great for mid-level height plants growing in coconut. If you're growing in soil, these aren't going to do it for you. Get the big bags, get at least 5 gallons for this. Heck, if you can fit like a 9 gallon or something in here. For those who do the trick, just because by the time you're done training, that soil is going to act a whole lot differently than the cocoa will. We can get these roots much more fed directly, so it just works out a little easier for the guys doing it in cocoa. We have a higher nutrient bill, but it's a little bit easier to control what the plants are eating and drinking than being in soil. Nothing wrong with soil. I just, method that I preferred. I've even tried going back to some of the other ones, and I keep finding myself right here because, what is this? About 7 days ago, you watched me prune it, and kind of hurt it, finished tucking it in, and now look at how perky this thing is. It's about all it takes in cocoa. Give it the right treatment, give it the right environment, give it the right parameters, and you guys can succeed 4 plants at a time. And instead of spending the big bucks trying to hunt expensive things, we've got plenty of affordable plants for you, starting at $20, and especially like this one, Super Skunk back here, which man, this one, there are some big old buds. A couple guys in the group have already had it. I'm hoping to see some finished flowers from one of them just to share with you guys some of their experiences too. So, all your grow experiences, feel free to drop them up here too on this page, man. If you have any, problems, things like that, this is a community of people who want to help. We are not here to shit on each other about this one, because, what one doesn't know, the other does. So, again, help each other out, and we can all get to this level, and, yeah, let's do this thing. Find the best plants we can. All right, so, other than that, as we trellis it up and we hit the flip, these plants are going to do their major stretch. The lights are going to go up really, really fast. So we have a fan down low, airing out the underside, fan on top, cooling off the top, exhaust out the top, and yeah, set up like this. This light is about $400. The tent was a whopping $90. I would say something like this is, including the exhaust fan and the filter, you're probably into this system here for about $1,000, which, if you were like me, that was way more than my 8-week pot bill. So, this is the way to go. Alright, let's get back to it. Let's find out who tonight's winner is.
Island Eyes is a smoke and vapor shop located in Chesapeake and Virginia Beach. Convenient for all of your water hand pipes, CBD, tie-dye apparel, and more.
Conveniently located at 2728 North Mall Drive, Unit 111, Virginia Beach, and 1005 South Battlefield Boulevard, Unit A, Chesapeake.
Alright guys, see, look at you guys, looking at an empty chair, but I'm over here. What's going on, guys? Thank you so much. Yeah, cocoa for me is where it's at. I did the hydro with the grow dam blocks for a while, and just, it just didn't do it for me the way I like to. Again, because you have pumps and timers and everything is fully automatic, and it's easier to maintain with a full life. But Coco just gives you something else. For me, it brings me closer to the plants, and that's what I like. So it's the connection to the plants. These are very, very special plants, and for me, I never like getting rid of any. There's each of them have their own profile, their own this, their own that I thoroughly enjoy, and so I go through them all and I smoke them all, and it's just been a blessing to be able to do this here in Virginia with you guys and to be able to share these plants with this community. You guys are amazing. So any of these clones that you see, any of the plants that you see as finished on the show, check out the website. That's what it's full of. Clones. So, not to mention some seeds with some plenty cool freebies coming soon. So, let's see. Tonight's prize pack, we are going to do this 8th of Brandywine, but I actually forgot. I had put together a whole Elevate bundle. I had a really cool Elevate bundle for you guys tonight, too. Shout out to Elevate Seeds. Like big shout out. So, I don't have this bundle here in front of me to show you exactly what I'm going to be giving you. No. It wouldn't even compare to the bundle I put together. So, you guys are getting a 6-pack of feminized seeds. You're going to get a rolling tray, some papers, as well as some brandy wine. So, tonight's a hell of a good prize, too. Tonight's prize is an Elevate Seed prize pack to go with this brandy wine. Yeah. I want you guys to have some. Alright, you got to have some of the brandy wine. But again, grow it yourself. And shit. You want to know who's making some nasty seeds now, too? Elevate. So, Tarantula Genetics has been bringing me nothing but bangers. Every pack that I pop, the winter weather advisory has just been out of control. The Gorilla Hands, oh my goodness. We're actually going to do a poll because I'm going to grow one of their plants with you guys the next show we do inside the tent. I'm going to pick out 4 of their different seeds. We're going to give you guys the list, and you'll actually help me decide which plant we pick. And you guys will get to see them start from seed to finish inside this tent the same way. I'll take clones so we have a mother plant. And, so, we're going to do some more fun stuff. When these are done, probably about 2 weeks before they're done, we'll drop the poll question and we'll figure out which sets of these guys that we're going to pop. And, we'll get it done. So, tonight's prize, Elevate prize pack with a pack of seeds. We already have the pack picked out. So I can't give you guys your option, but you got a free pack of seeds in there. The retail value on these things is $80, $85. So you're getting the hookup. And the brandy one. So, all right. Where is my spinny board? I believe we got a whole heap of names. Where am I at? I'm leaning the wrong way. I always lean the wrong way on this thing. See, it's right here. See, this is what happens. I got to figure out where this thing goes. It pops up over here, pops up over there. Maybe it's over there, but look, it's right here. And now that it's spinning, let's see who's the winner. Brett, homie, you are the winner, doggy. You are the winner. You get the Elevate Seed prize pack. You get the 8th of Brandy one. All compliments of iGrow VA. Guys, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being a part of this. I'm so stoked that you are here with me. And again, don't forget, if you need to figure out for the turkey shoot, if you guys need to be involved in that, can we get that flyer brought back up one more time? I want to show you guys one more time. It is this Sunday. Usually I take my Sundays off. Sundays is family day. But with Thanksgiving coming up, I figured that I wanted to do something extra special to even give back to the community more. So this particular holiday is going to one of the local food banks here in Virginia Beach. All of the proceeds. So from things like the canned goods and the non-perishable items that you would bring to give away to us, we will collect them there. And then we were just going to give them away. That's all this event costs. If you need to rent a Nerf gun, the proceeds from that will go to another thing. There will be limited supplies of those, but I've got a pretty well-stocked arsenal. So, if you just want to come, we'll figure something out so you guys can play whether you have a gun or not. But again, it's all of this is just going back to our local community here, care of you guys. So, thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for helping with everything. And again, let's try and push for the best we can do around here. Thank you for growing with me, guys. And yeah, I'll talk to you next week. See ya.
I got a pocket full of $100 bills. Put on a jacket, cause these diamonds give you chills. 2 shots are running, 2